What is up, guys? Today I will answer your questions, and actually the top questions that I was asking: what and which scooter I should buy, Ninebot scooter or KuKirin scooter. Here I have as an example two Ninebot scooters, is F3 scooter and E2 Plus scooter, different price range. And on the middle I've got the KuKirin scooter, actually that's KuKirin M4 Max Plus here, as you see. And actually that scooter, it's ultimate scooter that costs almost same as F3 and a bit more expensive than E2 Pro. What it has actually is 2 kilowatt engines, two engines in the front vehicle and the back vehicle, and of course dual suspension and many other settings. The maximum speed is much higher, so even unlocked scooter F3 is 30 km per hour, F2 is 25 kilometers per hour. Actually it can go 32, but it's quite difficult to reach. 32 easily can go on F3, even 35. On this scooter you can go 58 kilometers per hour. You can sit on this scooter and the price is very similar. So the question is what to buy in 2026, Ninebot scooter or KuKirin scooter here. Answering this question, it depends what you want. On Ninebot scooter, the quality of scooters, the visual look, it will be much more advanced, much more, let's call it premium. If you touch it, you feel that the plastic is premium and it's made much more high quality comparing to KuKirin scooters. But the KuKirin scooters usually gives you much more for the same money, so they cost both the same, but it has much more function, higher speed and others. Also, it's easy to unlock the KuKirin scooter. Only what you need to do is open the settings and actually you can simply unlock it. Also, this scooter is much better for city. You see it has a key here, you can park it. Screen is much bigger comparing to others. Of course it's primitive, but those are also quite primitive. And for this KuKirin, for example, the app doesn't work, so all the settings you can do only in a scooter itself. For Ninebot, of course, you have app, you can monitor, you can change the settings. Again, it's actually quite useless, but maybe if you need it, Ninebot is the only option. Also for KuKirin, it's very simple to unlock, and Ninebot, it's quite hard to reach the maximum speed. Of course, I do not recommend to unlock because it's breaking laws in some countries, but if you want to drive faster than 20 or 25 km per hour, the KuKirin is much easier option to unlock and more durable. Of course, Ninebot is much more durable. I guess with KuKirin, after 2,000–3,000 kilometers, you may start to face some issues, something can be broken, the quality is a bit less compared to Ninebots. But again, for this scooter, to pay same amount as for that scooter is actually quite good option. The range will be higher on this scooter. And in general, to sum up, it's different categories of the scooters. The Ninebot scooter is more premium, but usually with same characteristics it's more expensive. So for example, this KuKirin costs $600, but similar scooter from Ninebot will cost maybe $1,500, twice or three times more expensive. So value for money is definitely for KuKirin, but if you just want durable scooter for like 5 years, for 3 years to drive to work every day, of course, and Ninebot, it will be better options, more durable, more reliable, and but of course it's less powerful. But if it's okay for you, you can handle, just take a Ninebot. Alright, actually that's pretty much it. Leave your comments below and ask any questions about scooters. Subscribe to my channel, support me, put the thumbs up, and see you next time.